Okay. Hi, everybody. Tracy Weinzapfel here. Testing, testing. That's not a speaker. That's a camera. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my studio. Every week we meet here once a week. Hold on. Let me get the studio audience in the back to applaud. Okay. So the studio audience is applauding. I was just asked if I'm going to CHA, and I will tell you this much. I might, and I might not. I'm lucky that I'm pretty close there, that I could fly there if I wanted to, or just drive there real quick and be back. But I went on a little interviewee thingy this morning, something silly with my kids. It was, I don't even know if I should say anything because it probably won't happen, but it was a casting call for real moms. So anyway, a friend of mine put me in for this, and I thought, what the heck, I'll go. Because guess what? I'm a mom. I know how to play a mom in real life, and they didn't want actresses or anything, so I can't give the details because I don't really know, and if I don't accept it, I'd feel ridiculous. But I took the twins this morning to be put on video, and they asked if I was ever on video. I'm like, no, never. But anyway, if you guys want to put your, fingers together, your hands together, I just thought it would be fun. And it was for moms who are up to 45 years old. I fit that range. And a mom who had 8 to 11-year-olds. And I have 2 of them. So they said I had to be available July 23rd. I think it could happen because don't you think I have camera presence? Yes? Come here, you guys, real quick, both of you. And I think they have camera presence. Probably will never happen, but anyway. So, here we go. See? Look.
What?
Smile for the camera. Ready? Smile for the camera. Look.
What?
Okay. Go on. Exit stage left. Okay, shuffle over to Buffalo. All right. Anyway, I just went to it because I said, I told the kids, if you don't try it, you'll never get it. But anyway, they asked if I had to be available on the 23rd. So that's why I haven't committed to CHA, because I didn't think this would happen, and la 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 la. And it probably won't happen. The gods may come down and say, yes, it's time. But it was funny. It was fun. And this is what you do when you're driving over to something like that and you have twins. Okay, just be yourselves, be totally natural, and just have fun. Oh, and Joey, don't tell them that everything I say is wrong and don't negate me. So they were like scared of me before we got there. Okay, so anyway, I would be thrilled if it did happen. If it was meant to be, it's meant to be. If it wasn't meant to be, then and Glue Mom and Glue Dad could easily become, part of my fanfare and my fan club. And I'm gonna need somebody to head up the, Tracy, like the Bon Jovi fan club. Andy, could you field my fan mail, please? So, Kim, I'll let you know if I do decide to go to CHA. I would really like to go. I haven't made a hotel reservation. I haven't done a dang thing. But if this doesn't pan out, I'll end up going. And so that's the end of what happened this morning with my twins and I. We'll see what happens. You never know. What I pointed out to them, there's a fly in here. What I pointed out to my kids, and I said, the learning lesson is if you don't try, you will not succeed in things because you didn't even give it a go. Okay. So, thank you, Andy. She's been watching YouTube on how to do hair, so every time I turn around, she's got a different hairstyle. So, welcome. It's Monday, July 8th. I believe I'm off next Monday because I have a child who is turning 16, which I know is hard to believe, but I do. My mom right now is sitting there going, oh, shoot, we need to mail a card out. Jerry, don't forget to make, that's my Glue Dad has a name, Jerry and Joe. So my oldest turns 16 next Monday, so I plan on taking them out to dinner somewhere. Just a little mama and kitty time. My entourage, me. I love that. I'm gonna need people to carry around my makeup bag, which consists of a mascara. So whoever wants to carry my mascara, I welcome you though. I'm a little in a funk. So if I paint something completely black, that's the funk. But I will tell you that artistically, I have ideas flowing out of me. I'm hoping this comes to fruition. This is a canvas that I'm painting for Deco Art. I started that today. A lot of you have seen that I've been on a watercolor doodle journey. And that has seen, this is what I do in bed at night. Could explain the funk. So I've been doing this, and I've been sharing it on my website. So I've been playing a lot with watercolors, even though I'm a Deco Art acrylic artist. I like to expand, and I'm going to use acrylics tonight and do some of what I've been doing. So if Andy, our moderator extraordinaire, does not mind going, Andy, if you'd like to make other people moderators, another person a moderator, I don't care. This is what I've been doing, and I've been trying to really, really just play and expand myself. So then I bought a moleskin book this weekend when I went to Little Italy, because I went and I wanted to go check out all the colors, which I think I share that on my website tomorrow. I've been really playing with color, and my beverage art is back. Beverage art. When my beverage art makes a comeback, it's kind of like, hello. So this is what I've been doing. So to say that I'm in a funk in my studio probably isn't true. So I went to the farmer's market and I picked out flowers, and that's what I started to paint here. And I went to go look at the colors. So today I'm hoping that what comes out on paper is color, but you never know. So I just wanted to say, sometimes you got to just art heals, and you got to art it out and paint it out. And that's what we're going to do tonight. I will tell you this much about, if you're new here, there is no format. I'm going to be working in this, which is my art journal. And this, again, is one of those journals that has seen us every Monday night. And I just continue to play with it. I skipped a page, and I'm going over to this one, because I think I'm going to paint both sides, which I rarely do. Okay? So that's where we're at. And I don't have any supplies picked out. I don't have, if you could see my workspace, which you will in a minute, I have nothing picked out except for a paintbrush, which that just happens to be laying here, and my iPhone, which is brand new, and I'm going to tuck it away because on 4th of July, my iPhone sucked up a mimosa. So, that is it. Any questions for me? Any questions for me? Before we get started, because I would love to answer questions. No. Lots of people tuning in. Okay, so I'm hoping this goes somewhere tonight. Just me and my paintbrush. And Glue Mom and Glue Dad are my parents. They are the people who created this, painted this. And our moderator is Andy, who keeps everything together while I'm painting, because pretty soon I get in the zone and I don't know what's going on. And Sandy said, "Ho, Tracy," and I wonder if she. Oh, Andy says, Andy. Oh, Andy, I'm sorry. Andy, if you could just read my mind, that would make things easier. Andy, if you would not mind, I have a day job too. I work with a company called Butainer. Here, I'll give you a peeky poo. I was just filming these. So these are Butainers anyway. Here's my little plug for the night. They open like this. Hi. Okay, so this, my daughter counted out. This is behind the scenes. This Butainer with buttons in it. So go there to their Facebook page, and if you wouldn't mind guessing, liking them. That's my day job, so that's kind of cool. It supports my night job. And no, Sandy, before you say, my night job is painting, not any other, other activity. Maybe that's why I've gone through so many journals lately. Anyway, so if you guys would drop a guess and give them a like and share that with your friends, and please tell them to go like it. I want to get to 700 fans. It helps my job. I know you all think that this free show that is supporting my lifestyle, but it's not buying my mascara. You know what it's buying? Happiness. What I told my kids today. If you can be doing something you completely love and enjoy, it all just has a way of falling into place. Okay, so are we done? Everybody done? Everybody happy? Did she text you? Okay. All right. So, yeah, no calling Tracy a hoe. Okay, so I'm going to flip on my other camera. You don't need to be looking at my ugly mug the whole time. And that's it. If there's not any questions, usually Andy is able to field all the questions. And I just am her little monkey, and I just paint. That's all I do. Monkey, monkey, monkey. Okay. Isn't this technology wonderful? Oh, Vegas pole dancing. Oh, Sandy, you're not supposed to tell people what I do in Vegas, huh? Thank you. Which is why I'm not going to Vegas, because every time I go back there, my people. So, okay, this is the page we did last Monday with my heart. Several of them. I'm skipping this page, and I'm going right to this page. Because I'm going to do these. I usually only work on one side. I don't know why that is. I always feel like, maybe when I drop dead and all my works of art become worth I almost said the S-H-I-T word. A lot of money. Sorry, Mom. Then they wouldn't have to go, oh, look it. This page is worth $1 million because Tracy painted on both sides of it. But that could happen. So if it does, So we're working with a totally. Does this look white to you? Okay. Does this look like the whitest thing you've ever seen in your entire life? You know what let's do? Let's just let it go a little bit. All right? Let's let it go. I know a lot of you have these. Do you ever seen these? Watercolors. Okay. You're like, yes, I've seen them, and I never want to work with them again. No, we're going to just play with those, okay? I don't know why. That's just what we're going to do. I just feel like it, okay? Okay, sometimes I pick new things out. And maybe I should take off my bracelet. Isn't this pretty? It says Live Life. And it's got my birthstone on it. But you know what? I have a habit of painting everything that I'm wearing. So let's not wear that, okay? Oh, man, it just spilled water down me. All right. I need a couple of things. Mickey, will you go grab me some of those white towels, please? Thank you. So anyway, I'm looking for white towels or something of that. Okay, I'm going to grab some wipes out. Okay, so now I have a couple of things out. And I am going to play with watercolors. These are, I'm going to use water-based things. Somebody requested watercolors. I'm not a watercolor artist. I just am not. I don't know what I am. Okay, thank you, darling. But sometimes you just got to, ooh, that's a pretty color. So all I'm doing is just, and I haven't played with these compared to, I will tell you this much, and I'm sharing all this on my website because I've been playing a ton and taking, these are what I've been playing with. These are, I travel a lot with. These are Winsor Newton. I love them. These are Winsor Newton that I travel with. I love them. These were $4.99 at Michael's, and they flake away, and I do not love them. So, but these are all, like, a lot. Some of these are acrylic. Some of them are watercolors. So I'm just going to play. Okay? I'm not in here. I'm going to put a couple of colors. And I have not prepared myself mentally for any of what's about to go on. All right. All right. And I like to water them down. Even if they're acrylic, I water everything down because I do. Because it's more fun to play with that way. Yeah. Okay. So I didn't even wipe that paintbrush off. And I'm just going to mix all these up. And I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. And this is a round. I'm just using, this is a number 6 round brush. I don't know. Lately been playing with, this is what I've been doing. I get up in the morning and I come in here with my tea and I try to challenge myself to just paint and let it go. Okay. I don't fret over what is gonna happen. I think I saw today on Facebook or something, I don't know, and I think I might have, I saw it somewhere and it said, not everything you do is going to be a masterpiece. I'm finding that out quickly. I've looked at a couple of my pieces of art, gone, Of course, when you're doing this style of, just painting. So these are, I've got acrylics. What do I have here? Watercolors, gouache, I don't know how you say it, gouache, Gouache, which I play with these quite often because they're super easy to travel with. And they all are activated kind of by water, so I don't worry about this. I kind of just spray the water on. See, and then I'm just going to mix it up. Whoa, you know what I am going to do, though? See, this is another reason I don't work back to back, because I really don't like all my artwork to get soaked. Oops, that's not what I wanted to happen. See, watered it down, so it don't matter. So I've been doodling a lot. That has kind of been my latest thing, and I just have so many wonderful artistic friends in the industry that one of them is Stephanie Ackerman, and I'm Joanne Sharp. I envy their ability to write a list, like a grocery list, and it looks like an amazing piece of art because that's what they do. That they're like writers and doodlers. And so what I've been doing is expanding and trying to learn and be proud of my own artwork and then incorporate. I want to always be learning, because somebody said something to me like, oh, you teach me to do stuff. And I was like, well, I am not a trained professional. What I try to do is always just encourage everybody to use what they have and just to play like we're doing right now. Okay, this is what we're doing. And usually what I do is I use a lot of gesso. Because I don't gesso in my bed. That is the one thing I don't do. I don't use anything in my bed that might not come up. And gesso and acrylic paints are kind of not a good combination for a bed with a dog in it. So, I don't know what that looks like grass, but it looks kind of grass to me. Okay, so now I'm going to, and we're going to come back and probably, because I've been doodling a lot, and I hope I can doodle because I've used all the ink in my pens, and I had to reorder inks for all my paint pens. That's what these are, and I don't know how to do them. I don't know how to fill them up yet. You would think that with this finely practiced show that we have established here that I would have done more research but no, I don't prepare for this mayhem. So that just wipes up. Okay. And your paper is going to get very wet, but don't worry about it, okay? So like some of these are watercolors. Like this is probably watercolor. That's watercolor. I do have watercolors mixed in here. So I don't have a ton of watercolors. This is acrylic. But you know what? Let's just play with both. I'm not going to be afraid of it. But I am going to use this for the sky. It looks pretty. Okay. I always wonder too, like when you learn to do new things and you expand and you take classes from other artists, which I believe is always important to do, because then you incorporate. This is what I learned one time in a photography class. I took a photography class one time. I used to be a photographer. I still am. I take lots of photos. I'm shooting a wedding this month, as a matter of fact. That was a run-on sentence. But anyway, so I took this photography class, and it was great. Great photography class. And the lady showed us like her signature pose with sand and toes, and this is a yellow color. What is this? This is in a medium yellow. So I should keep out. Oh, no. Hold on. Time out. You do have to wash your paintbrushes off. Okay. Okay. What you do need to do. It smells funny? It smells like paint. I wonder why it smells like paint in here. That's weird. Anyway, so this is what I want to tell you about learning, and I get asked this question a lot of times. You know, oh, can we copy what you did? By all means, I could care. Go ahead, copy what you want, because it never turns out the same. Get out of here, fly. Okay, so anyway, I took this class, and everybody was copying the signature, the aperture, the f-stop. I mean, they were like, okay, and then we're doing this, and I raised my hand because I had paid lots of money for this lovely little weekend of photography. And I said, I know you. I know you're pretty well known in my area. And you photograph these kids in the sand on their feet. And it's lovely. Okay. But I don't want to do that. I don't want your signature pose to be my signature pose. And this is what I like about a round brush too. When you use a round brush, if you just use the tip of it, by the way, I'm going to scoochy that over. And this is going to kind of be abstracty. Don't think that this is going to be to size or to scale or to anything. Anyway, back to my little long drawn out story. I didn't mean to do that. I said, I don't want your photo to be my signature photo. How can I? And she kind of laughed at that and said, I kind of appreciate that, because I don't want you competing against me in the photography business using my signature photo, because, this is my deal. And I said, okay, well, she's like, I'm just going to give you the recipe and then you see what you do with it. And I thought that was really cool. So now every time I take an art class or I do something, I try to find something that I loved about it. And I try to incorporate it into my own artwork. Okay. I don't, I believe there are a lot of artists and a lot of photographers. They don't want to hand out their recipe and they don't want to tell you how they did it. And I don't conform to that same thing, because I'm just taking a deeper orange and I'm throwing that on here, and then we're going to see where it goes. Okay. Again, I don't know where any of this is going to go, but this is where my head needs to be right now, and it just needs to be flowing. And I highly recommend that you do that. You do the same thing. You just grab a paintbrush and you say, this is where my head needs to be. And for those of you who are emailing me saying, I have no creative mojo and I don't know what I'm doing and I feel stuck, grab a paintbrush and just do this. Go outside. Don't even take a ton of supplies with you, and just create, okay? That's what I say to you, my friends. Okay. So anyway, that is my philosophy on, these are watercolors. So here, this will be a little fun. And a lot of people always say they buy these tubes of things and they never use them. So I'm just showing you, let's use them, okay? And Andy, if I'm skipping any questions or anything, or if this is hitting anybody, I'm glad. I hope it hits you all right between the noggin. And I'm not even mixing, I would normally have a palette going. I do normally use a palette and I would leave it going, but I'm such a neat freak that sometimes having the palette just drives me insane, and I just want to paint. Now these are really wet, okay? So I don't want, I've really wet things down. I really just am, I'm really just playing. Oops. And this is just one of those days I go, oh my goodness, I hope what I want to do on paper is what I want to be doing here. Ah! No, it's not really wet. Don't worry about it. Okay, that would be a giant drip. But even a drip is a... I'm not really touching that center thing right now because okay. So I'm really... Oops. I don't know. Oh, so this leads me into talking about the July Creative Challenge because I'm feeling a little blah, a little monkey right now, okay? And I admit that. And every week you guys tune in and some people say, oh, I have an illness, or I met you at a time in my life where it was a tough time. And I go, okay. And then they go, I painted this picture and I saw you paint it and it meant a lot to me or whatever, and it's awesome. And I think that we've done a lot of mixed media Mondays together. We're to the point where you've gotten some things or you've learned some things, and I would love to see what you guys are working on, and I would love for you to go and pick a Monday. Shoot, you know what? I kind of changed my mind and I want to do that. Oh, you know what? Look at this. This is a different color. I want you to pick a Monday that we have been together, and I want you to create from that Monday, I guess, and I would love to see that happen. So that's the challenge. I hope Andy can throw that up for us. You know what I'm going to do? So this is my little trip to the farmer's market, which I took this weekend. Okay. And it's not perfect. I don't know what flowers these are. I'm not a flower person. I mean, I love flowers. Don't get me wrong here. Okay. I'm just painting. And if you really wet down acrylics and stuff and just do this, this is the kind of fun you can have if you just let it go. And this is what I've been doing every day. Every day I paint something new. It's kind of been like all summer. My all summer kind of deal. I want to like end the summer with just, I changed my mind. I want to end the summer with a book full of my paintings. That way, and I'm really, and one of the things about summer is it becomes very mobile, and you're going to the beach or you're doing whatever. So a lot of people are traveling I'm not even going to finish that. A lot of people are traveling in motorhomes and stuff like that and say, oh, you know, I got to take my stuff with you. So it doesn't take much. This is my journal. This is one of my, and then I take, everything's in a butainer. I wonder why. I travel around with everything. So when I go to get the kids' haircuts, I know this is going to sound crazy. When I go get the kids' haircuts, I even have the stuff with me, because then if I just have a black pen with me, I don't have an excuse. And you can look up stuff on the internet while you're sitting there. Not porn, for anybody who thinks that's what I'm looking up. Okay, that's not a very bright yellow. I thought I was going to get a brighter yellow out of that. No. Okay. And I have tons of... See, I buy these, like every watercolors. I don't know. I'm always buying something. Okay, let's go back to let's mix. Just, you know what? Let's mix colors. See, don't be afraid to mix colors either, okay? Okay. I think you kind of want to keep them. I have acrylics mixed in there too, so I just want to keep them the same type of paint. Okay, let's mix. This will probably turn out like brown baby diaper color. No, okay. I'm not a very good mixer of colors. I don't know why you guys are watching, because I'm not really good at it. Okay. So, I do. I have all of my travel supplies, and I will show you my travel bag. My travel bag is, I kept my travel bag always planned, ready to go, because I'm trying to do different petals for everyone. I have my travel bag ready to go because I believe at any moment I might start traveling. And usually my traveling is to get the kids' haircut, or, but that's traveling. Dermatology appointments. I also do orthodontist appointments, and I'll travel, 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 travel. I'm traveling. See, isn't that funny that I went to a casting call to be a mom, and she's like, yeah, just act like a mom. I looked at her. I'm like, yeah, that should be difficult. All right. For those who see I'm working over the spline, that don't bother me. Okay. So I'm going to go back in, and I'm just going to fill this in. This is kind of what is in my heart right now. And this is what I like about these. It's gauche, I think. Gauche. I like these because they're water activated, but they're really thicker than watercolors, and they're very pigmenty. I don't think that's a word either, but I like, and when I water them down, I mean, I've really soaked the crap out of these, which it's going to affect my dry time, but okay, I didn't, that, oh well. And I'm going to look up and answer any questions that are kind of formulating in your heads right now. Like, why am I watching this? That I can't answer. I've tried too many a time. There we go. And I'm going to take another dark orange color. I'm looking up. No, I'm not. This is orange red. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, this is orange red, so I'm just kind of plopping that down as well. These are pretty cheap too. If you go to Michael's, they have sets of these that are just pretty cheap. So if you don't be afraid. I used to think, oh my God, only artists get these really expensive paints. Now I realize artists don't get expensive paint. They try to get the cheap paints. No. Okay. There we go. That's what I'm feeling. Okay. All right. And I will, I try to list everything I'm using. Oh, the next day, yeah, I will say that. The next day on my website, and by the way, the question I get the most about when I'm painting on Monday nights is what are these towels? Those are Home Depot. If your husband ever goes to not Home Depot, Costco, go to the shop section. I am a sucker for the shop towels. I think they're $14 for like 42 million of them. And then they last forever, and you can use them to dust and clean. So I always get asked. They're just the shop towels. And look, I'm using the same paintbrush. I am not even. So I'm going back to one of my colors. I really should separate what I'm doing here. So I always get asked that. What are those towels that I use? And all of my towels that I dust with the same towels. So I just wash them in whites. And then when I go to dust the house, basically all my towels are rainbow colors. So that makes me happy. Because who wants to be cleaning with a boring a boring clean towel? So now you notice I'm just going to go back in and fill it in. And it is making me happy. And all the colors, as long as your colors are very complementary, they don't mix and make the color of a baby diaper. I guess if I had a palette going, which I normally do, I kind of leave things out. I don't have a palette going though. As long as your colors are very complementary, you will not run into the baby diaper syndrome. I went and when the fair was here, because our fair just ended, I went and I took a cool little like watercolor thing, and the lady was explaining how that works. Because I just usually paint and then I go, oh crud, the baby diaper is happening. But today we're not. If you stick to these, I learned about the color wheel better. Really. So, oh, this is just, I never did look up. So is everybody good? Andy, can you please let me know if everybody is good and following along and getting what I'm doing here? Or if are they wondering why I have 3 giant flowers thrown up on my page? Because I'm wondering why I have 3. Or is anybody still watching? Or have I totally lost all viewership? Okay, that I didn't write down enough. And I didn't submit to the fair this year, which I normally try to. Okay. Anybody still watching? Papa, can you hear me? Oh, wait, my dad is what? Dad, can you hear me? See, Dad, don't you wish you were here tonight? Oh, Andy's texting me saying, all is great. Aw. Paint on, she says. Okay. So this is, okay. All right, before I jack that up anymore. All right, so now I'm really okay with this. All right, we got to get that. What time is it? Time check. Oh, good. We have plenty of time. All right. I really wanted these to be touching a little bit more, but eh. Oh, God, I love this. This is that feeling you get when you're like, oh, I'm painting. I'm painting. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Oh. Sorry. Fly's been here all day. Okay. I think I just splattered a fly in my artwork. Ah, did you see that, guys? It landed right here. Oh, there it is. Shoot, I didn't get it. Oh, that's horrible. Okay. Dang it all. So whoever requested watercolors tonight is getting them. Remember, they're activated by agua. You're kind of getting a mix of paints tonight, but oh boy. Ooh, see? Look at that. Oh. Isn't that purple? Well, you know what? Oh, that is some purpleness happening right there. I didn't get that fly. Can you believe that? So has everybody picked a Monday night out for the July challenge? I gave links. I have given photos. I hope you can find something that you just go back to and you go, this is what I'm doing. I want to water this down and kind of lighten it up a little bit. No, that paint does not want to be lightened. I should challenge Papa-san over there, my daddy-o. Dad, you got to pick a Monday night, Dad. See, if my dad was here, I'd make him pick a Monday night. How about you guys pick the Monday night that my dad was here? They were here for 2 Monday nights during December, and he painted. Oh. All right, so I'm just filling in my little doodly bumps. And these are giant flowers. This is not a, this is definitely not to scale. But in my little head it is. Okay. All right. There we go. Good. I'm happy. It's a little out there. It's a little, I should be holding the paint, so I'm using a side, but I'm not. So, all right. We really need a dark green color. Oh, funny. It says dark green. Okay. This is really not what I plan to do tonight. It's kind of not as opposed to my normal plan. This is just, hi, have paintbrush, will paint. All right. So I'm kind of sharing. Oops, hold on. This is gooping up. Okay. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta. All right. Okay. Now with leaves, I don't really go nutty over the formation of them. In fact, sometimes I just come off of them. Oh, there's that fly. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just do this. Now we have to be kind of thinking about a title. I do like to title my things, or I do like to write in them. In fact, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's not everything's going to get a stem and happiness here. Everything's just going to, oh my God. Oh, hi. I hadn't touched my computer in so long. It blooped right off. Okay. Let's water the rest of that down and so I know you wouldn't have a field of flowers with a giant flower dancing in the air like a balloon. I'm aware of that, so nobody needs to tell me that. This is going somewhere, I promise you. And we're going to come back and we're going to add some detail to it, and you're just going to be blown away. And if you're not, I tried. Okay. Can't blow everybody away all the time. You just got to go, okay, yeah. Didn't it work this week? It didn't work this week? I don't know. Okay. Okay, so that's our painting for now. What do you think? What do you think? It's colorful. I almost want some giant beam of sunshine to be in this corner, but I can't decide. And I got to let this dry a little bit because we're ponding up in places. So we're going to heat gun it, and I'm going to look up and see how everybody's doing. Oh, good. You're talking about the paints. Okay, good. And some of you look like you have them. This is our background. Sometimes my background ends up even not looking like, you know. Where's my time check? Okay. My world, this is how they look. Thank you, Terry. Because oh, I can see, look at this. I cannot, hold on, watch that. Do you see that fly? Oh. I had a barbecue here this weekend, and the kids were going in and out. All right, I do want to use this color because it's so I'm going to do my background into something. Oh, so I'm loving if you just water things down a little bit. Okay. All right. My dad said, look at my dad with all the symbols. He's doing this on there. That's awesome. Okay. Okay, so this is I'm good with this, but I'm going to need to give it a little bit of background color, which I'm going to stick with our theme of just, I would normally, oh God, I can't get this paint open. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my God, I cannot get this open. Oh, that was difficult. Okay, so I'm going to stick with this theme that, oh, is this dry? Oh, no, it's not dried up. All right, we're going to try this. I'm hoping this color isn't, I can always add white to anything. Ingenious. But maybe I won't need to. This is going to be a very bright situation happening. Okay. It's okay. I mean, this is what I've been painting. Like, I don't. Oh, okay. This is just kind of what I've been stuck on lately, and I don't know if it's good or bad. But anyway, let's just wet the paint itself and go thin. Hold on, I can't operate a spray bottle, I guess, with my left hand. Okay. Okay. So let's just wet it down. Okay, and remember the thing about watercolors, they're totally operated by water, hence the word watercolors. So you get the little flow of watercolors I used to work a lot more with watercolors before I started working with deco art, and I love them, but I'm a big acrylic fan, so big acrylic fan. You guys know most of my work is done in acrylics. And I see a charcoal pencil in my future. I'm psychic. I forgot to mention that in my day job, my other day job is to predict the future. And I'm predicting that a charcoal pencil will maybe be a part of my life. So, yeah, okay. That's goody. Oh, now this is where I did want to see. This is where I was trying to minimize the ponding. If you get ponding of water, see, my page is all bent upward. This is okay. I will say this about watercolors and with acrylics. I use a mixed media paper or a multimedia paper or a watercolor paper because you've got to have a paper that is going to absorb all this water that we're playing with. So again, I get asked about paper all the time. One of my favorite, I use Strathmore a lot. I don't work with them. I just use them. In fact, I ordered like 4 more Strathmore journals because I have all these big plans to go traveling. Okay, this is probably not, you can't see a ton of what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to hold the page down. Oh, and I splattered blue paint. And what I love about, I do this with acrylics. I wipe anything up too, but so what I'm just trying to do is just, so I know this, now you guys always, like I have a lot of, my kids, we play with watercolors a lot, my daughter and I. So you don't have to have expensive watercolors. I will tell you this much though, that set that I bought from Michaels, which I've had for a long time, I did that one page and the paint is chipping away. So there is a benefit to spending more money on good watercolors. And I will tell you that those came like on the end cap of Michaels for $4.99, and I like them, but totally chipping away. They were hard to color in the details, and I was very like, I hadn't noticed that before because I don't know. I didn't notice it, but so, okay. And I'm not worried about all the white space, although I'm thinking about some sort of sun situation up there, so. Did everybody have a great 4th of July, by the way? Can you answer that question? America's birthday. I am blessed to live in a very military town. So it is very patriotic, and I went to Coronado where my phone drank a mimosa. But I got it taken care of. And I love that the guy at Apple told me that he's seen a lot worse. I was like, what? Phone that drank a Bloody Mary? What? See, this isn't where I planned for tonight to go, but I'm kind of thrilled it went here. Okay. We're going to need some sort of sun in that corner. I don't know why, but it just does need something bright and bulb-like in the corner, and I don't want it to be like a giant orb of, it's not going to be a standard sun. I'm not a, oh. I just can't see the sun not being in this painting somewhere. You know what this reminds me of? When you were a kid and you would do the sun in the corner and then you go beep, beep, blink, big rays of light would be shining off of it. Well, you know what? Let's do it. Every painting to your mom looked entirely the same with the giant blob of sun. I may not like that. It does look like a for you. You know what? Let's leave it. You know why, Mama? This is for you. I don't know if I like that though or not. Hold on. Let's see if I don't like it, what happens. Oh no. Boy, that is. Okay, we're going to like it now. Okay. We have no choice, Houston. We have committed to the yellow. Okay. I don't know. We'll find out. I just couldn't see that the sun wasn't on this page. And now I'm just, Okay. Well, it's just, now it's so large that I can't get it off the page. All right. All right, so let's just do this. No, see, I keep doing it. So stop doing it, Tracy. All right. Don't you love it when you go, yeah, I don't really like that. And then you just do like 10 times more of it? All right. We've committed to it now. All right. Hallelujah. Oh, I love when I see I painted this weekend. So here's, oops, blah, blah, blah. I just stuck I was trying to move my, oh, no, hold on. Let's take a breather. Everybody breathe. We've gone from, all right. I had to wipe away. I didn't wipe my paintbrush off enough, so it was, okay. You have to wipe your paintbrush off at some point, otherwise you get mixed colors. Okay. So now this better dry. This I don't normally do a double size, but all right, we're gonna spend the last 20 minutes of it just watching it dry. It'll be like the show that was just paint drying. All right, let's get this all wetted down.
Looks cool.
It does?
Yeah.
Thanks. Do you have anything to say to the fine folks? Maybe say hello to Grandma and Grandpa.
Hi, Grandma and Grandpa.
You gotta look up there and see if they say hi to you.
I know they're gonna say hi.
Okay.
Do they hear me?
Yeah, there's a delay in the chat just in case I swear. It kind of just teasing because we know I wouldn't do that. Okay. Nobody's answering. Okay. I'm on the last of the paint here. Okay. All right. We're done here.
That was fast. Did you do the giveaway?
Did you see that fly? No.
Yes.
No, don't. That's not for here. That's not for. Don't. Yeah, don't tell people the number of buttons in that butainer, because then we'd be in trouble. Then I'd have to. Okay.
Oh, they said hi.
Okay.
Hi.
So I know you don't believe this is going to be something, but
It's just.
oh, look at the fly! Look at this fly sitting on top of my freaking artwork. I am gonna slap the hell out. Oh, whoops.
It's on me and Joey.
Okay.
It's like flying on us.
Look at this thing. It's sitting on my artwork trying to. Oh my goodness. I am gonna swat a bird off of my painting. Look at it. You know what? That's what I'll do is I'll smush it on here and then it'll look like a giant bird. Okay. So I know. Look at this thing. It has audacity. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out, people. Okay. Oh. Okay. This will go down as the issue that the fly was in. All right. I got to dry this. All right. And you got to exit because you're... I don't know if I'm not sold on my son situation here, so I got to figure that out.
Everybody say hi to me. Hi. Bye.
Okay. Ooh. All right. All right. I really am got to draw. I got to figure out this thing because I'm not bent. I'm kind of bent on how much my yellow started to take over, but you know what? Leave it. We'll figure something out. Okay? Stop letting it get to you. I'm not detecting it was really getting to anybody but me. All right, so I need to do this. I need to fill in one little area because I have a little bit too much white. Oh, I think that thing got away too. Telling you. You run a high-class production and this is what happens. Oh, whoops. We just have so much white in here. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. But I'm going to do something on the inside of it. So. Oh, that fly is driving me crazy. So now I got to figure out all the colors I use because I dummy pants, put them all back in here. All right. The one thing about this next step, everything has to be dry. And I'm going to put away the paints that I didn't use because I just don't want a bunch of stuff out. Okay. Oh, whoops. This is what happens when I get impatient. But I don't like hair. This has to be dry. Because you can't really move on unless... Now, I'm going to get a ink. I happen to like one called Daler-Rowney, I don't know how they say it. And I'm going to get it very thin. Very thin. And I'm probably going to use some black in here too, but I haven't decided. I've been using a ton of white just because I've been liking the way it looks, but I could come back with some black. So don't. You know what I think I need up here is just another. Oh, I know what I need. You know what I need right there? And I wonder if I can do it. Okay, hold on. One more color. La 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 la. And it's gonna be this one. Orange red. Let's do no. Let's do red. Let's do red. Let's go brilliant red. No. Yes. No. Maybe. I need something else. That corner is bugging me. I know that you all are gonna go, what is she doing? I can already feel you saying, what is she doing? But I just need something in this corner. And I probably need to, this paint needs to be kind of thicker because we're going to go. All right. I normally would not go over the white like this or the yellow, but I really think I hate all this yellow. It's too yellow. I hate all this yellow. I don't even, I'm just going to put another flower up here. And I'm going to just hope and pray that my head is not in the middle of the camera where you're all just staring at the top of my head. I know that looks like a giant mess. I can sense it looks like a giant mess. Okay. Don't doubt me on this one. I'm totally doubt myself right now. Okay. Normally I do that type of flower. Okay. Trust me on this. Is anybody saying, what the flip is she doing? All right. La 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 la. I'm just kind of going around and giving my outline back. I hated how much yellow was in that. Okay. We're going to give this a second. It needs a second to dry. But I like red, so. I think I need to go to the gym tonight. Work off some of the freaking food I ate today and this weekend. Whoops. Oh, that's a glob of paint. We might have to come back to this section. I am on my holiday eating binge, I think, still. Okay. Trust me, this is something. Okay. Oh, I just stuck my hair in red paint. Okay. All right. That's something. I don't know what it is, but it's something. But it's taken away from all that yellow. All right. This will all make sense when the white paint goes in there. This is the point where my dad starts sweating. What is she doing? What is she doing? I'm sweating, so don't think you're the only person, people. All right. Other than my giant red throw up of a pineapple up there, I think I'm good. Okay, so I'm going to take some white ink. Now, I could do white paint pen if I had a white paint pen that had white paint in it. But I don't know how to fill. I could do a white paint pen, I believe. Let's try it. Let's see. I don't know. See, I don't think any of my white paint. Oh, this might. I am just finding that this was really. I'm going to do this. You know what? Stop doubting yourself, Tracy Ann. This. All right. I know this doesn't look like anything, but it really is. All right. I don't even know if we're going to do a title or anything or blah, 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 or I'm going to come back and write on it after we're done. I just want you to see the details. And these have droppers, and I drop a bunch of the, oh my God, speaking of droppings, did anybody see my thing on Facebook from last Wednesday? So I'm at the beach with my friends, the moms, and all the kids. You know, we got kids in the water, kids. Okay. This brush is a 00000. It is that, can you see it? That fine. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm sitting on the beach with my girlies. I might even have to go a bigger one. Otherwise, this will take me 4 days. Yes, it will. Okay, so we're gonna go even more daring. I'm gonna go find a bigger brush. I'm sitting on the beach with my girlfriends, and this is a little one. 6. We're gonna try this. I have other ones that are. I just want something that's gonna have a little bit of gusto to it. There we go. And it's gonna hold some. I gotta hold some paint, but I gotta have a thin line. Okay. I gotta. Okay, and this is too thick. Let's try something thinner. That's the problem. You gotta find a paintbrush. Anyway, so I'm sitting there talking to my girlfriend, and oh, hello, plop, plop, right on my head. Freaking sigil right on the middle of my noggin. Is that the kicker or what? I got totally pooped on. Yep. That was my life. Last Wednesday, I got pooped on. And I was totally disgusted. So now we're coming in and taking this ink and we're just going to fill in all the details. And you never follow your line again. And hopefully everything that I painted will start to form a life. Form its own life, okay? And I'm going to swirl this. Okay. All right, I'll come back to that. Yeah, so I got totally crapped on by a seagull last Wednesday. Isn't that the kicker? Now, the secret to this, let it go. Don't follow your lines. Don't, I don't even know if I'm going to come back and use any black. I might. So I recap everything on my blog the next day with the video, with the everything, and my materials so you guys can see that. Okay. All right. And the reason I like, oops, I'm not crazy about this brush, but it's working. You can do, okay, whoa. I would do a paint marker, which I like too. But I'm kind of liking my dog's knocking on the freaking door. Okay. All right, hold on. Come on in. Come on in. Stop me scratching the door. You driving me insane. If you're careful to write with just the tip, and I might go in back in with a paint pen. It'll add some. I like Montana paint pens. Oops, I just drew on my. All my Montana paint pens ran out of ink, so I ordered a bunch of ink. Okay. Do you guys see it coming? Do you guys see it coming? Oh, shoot. I just dumped a bunch, but do you see it coming to life now? Kind of hope at some point you see it coming to life. Oops. So this is what I've been spending my mornings doing. Sometimes I take my tea outside, and sometimes I okay. So, what are you thinking? Okay. Whoa, hold on. And I will answer questions at the very end. I know this is very quick to. This is what you guys, you know. This is what happens when you paint very quickly. I don't know. Maybe we're not seeing a charcoal pencil here in life. Maybe this was just meant to be one big happy little situation. And I'm really rushing these details, and I'm really, I mean, you know me. Okay. Oh, here, I want to show you this. I'm hoping this is drying up, but this really was something. Okay. Sorry if my head's in the way, but in order to kind of get a angle on this, now keep in mind a paint pen a ton easier than what I'm doing, because this paintbrush and maneuvering this ink is it's hard to directionalize. Is that la, 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 la. Okay, so all right, now, oh, oops, whoops, that's not what oh. So I don't know if this is going to get a title, what this is going to get, but I may surprise you. I may surprise myself. Okay, so do you see where I'm going with this? And let me show you a paint pen too, because this is a Montana paint pen, and again, being that half of my paint pens don't have ink in them, it makes my life a lot more difficult, but yeah, it's really hard to do this with no ink in it. Oh, here's a big one. I know this would might. Yeah, see, this is just gonna. And then I will probably go back and add, I'll go back and add a few other things. I really think I'll probably just keep adding. I don't even know if I'm going to add any black. I was going to, but now I'm kind of thinking, no. This is where my head has been lately. And I know it's because I'm loving color, and that's okay. Loving color is good. Loving color is very good. What do you guys think? I gotta wash away. I gotta wash this away because I gotta move this in the middle so you guys can really see it. Okay. Okay. And I know that was a lot to kind of, oh, here. I know that was a lot to take in. This is a 2-pager. But I really want to encourage you just to let it go a little bit. And see, I don't mind my son. I don't mind my, and you know what? The less perfect, the better. Sometimes it's just about the process. And not every page is going to be a masterpiece. And is anybody still watching? Huh? And I will probably go around. Another thing I'm kind of learning a lot about, and this is another thing which is cool, which I don't know if it's going to work with this, but ready? You know, just adding little bloops of paint here and there. And I'm learning a lot about this. Okay, am I even in the, I'm just free for all painting. This is where a paint pen is really handy. I'm going to come back and you know, sometimes I just go through and splash the whole dang thing with ink. Okay, I'm gonna blooper it up some more. This is where this baby is so handy. But it's really handy when you have ink in your pen. All right, I think for now, I'm not even going to title this. At this point, I am so not loving all of the yellow that is here. So, why not just add a little bloop bloop to it? Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, now it's not so yellow. And it looked like I was just meaning to be a little crazy. Okay, so I am not going to add a title to this because I don't know that this is going to get a title. I think what it's going to get is my own writing in there. It's just going to be, this is just what I have going on. Believe me, if I could get my head to settle into something less than this, I think I would. But this is the kaleidoscope of colors I have going on right now. And I'm going to come down here and add a little bit of grease. Yeah, this is what's going on. And I can't seem to, I'm okay with that. All right, I'm going to look up and I'm going to stop sitting here adding detail to this. No, I'm not. You guys are, I'm going to be here all night doing this. But do you see? The more you add, the more, look at me, I have to keep, the reason I'm pouncing this is because that is the, how do you get the ink out of it? Okay. All right. Okay, so let me just walk away from it. But that is it. That is what has been going on lately in a lot of my creative space. And I want to get these out of here because I didn't really use a lot. But I believe that okay. I'm gonna switch cameras. Oh, okay. Hi. I gotta come back to the chat. So I'm gonna come back to the chat and I'm gonna remove this. You know what? That is that's what's been going on. A lot of just play and a lot of letting it go and a lot of not worrying about the space. So yeah, I know none of it is proportionate. None of it is. We didn't use any high-tech tools tonight. I guess we did kind of. I mean, we used watercolors and we used gouache. And thank you very much for saying it's beautiful. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. No, and everybody else. So if you're not part of the Facebook group, this could be one of the Monday nights that you were inspired by. And we did a 2-page spread. So we went above, we went in the middle, and we added stuff, and it's great. It's good. This is where it is. This is where I'm at. And it was fun. Let it go. Let it flow. I'm learning that in that, one of the classes. Oh, who says that? Joanne Sharp voices. Let it go. I like that. I like that. I am deciding that, it's okay to yeah. And I think the darker the colors, it's just kind of okay. So I hope I was able to kind of color us out of the funk because a couple of people asked me to do that. I think I asked myself to do that. And to just create and be free with what we got going on. See, the summertime, it's easier to just let things go, right? Okay. Somebody just said you should draw a little fly on it. I don't need to. I think I have fly guts on the thing. That thing is gone. At least I've had the last 10 minutes of free time. Okay. I am done. You know what I think it's, you know what time it is, Dad? What time is it, Dad? Daddy-o. Wine 30. Wine 30. It's gonna have a little, thank you so much. I hope you guys join me again. Next, look at my dad with all the hearts and the symbols. It's cracking me up. My dad's got like, so if you have any questions for me, I am going to drop my email in here because Weinberg@sv-mail.com. I got a new computer, so it's the keyboard is really touchy, beautifully touchy. Go WEINBURG at SV-samvictor-mail.com. So go ahead and drop me an email if you have any questions. All of this will be on my blog tomorrow, and hopefully Andy has given you the link to that. I answer questions all the time. This is just stuff I've been learning and absorbing, and I want to make it my own, and I love flowers. So this is just cool that I get to play with flowers, you know me, with the flower thing, and get to play with, I have all these supplies on hand. So everybody's saying, oh, it's time for bed. It's 10:30. No, it's not 10:30. East Coast people, that sun is staying out. I know Michigan, it's probably bright out there. I'm debating a little walk at the track or going to the gym or having a glass of wine. in my pool or finishing this. There's going to be some sort of sentiment, some sort of writing, some sort of, I think I'm going to use this bottom space, but tomorrow or the next day, I usually have it up by Thursday. Don't forget the July challenge. There's that. Oh, he's right on the tip of my ink. Excuse me. He's gone. We have solved that problem. Okay, so everybody have a fan-freaking-tastic night. I just killed a fly. That fly is gone. Okay, I believe I'm off next Monday, but if that changes, I will let you know just because we have a birthday and I want to take my son out to dinner. But I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I know it's hard to follow along when I'm trying to kill a fly. I feel like the lady in the shoe who swallowed a fly to catch the spider to, what's that? No, that's not Lady in the Shoe. There was an old lady who swallowed a spider to catch the fly, to catch the la 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 la. That wasn't the Lady in the Shoe. All right, sorry. This is how my head works. This is how my head works. Thank you. We did it in under an hour. We did it. See, there's no excuses why you should not be using what you have and just flowing. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Have fun. Enjoy the process. He's not saying help me anymore, Mary Kay. He is saying do, 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 do. No, that's the wedding march. He's saying do, 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 do. Oh, here, I found him. Yes, you little turkey. You're dead. Okay, I killed it. It's dead. It's gone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Andy, for your awesome moderating. Time to get lunches packed and guys and call it a night. Good night. Thank you so much. I will see you all in another Monday or so, and I hope in the process you're working on your July challenge. Good night. I have to